Welcome to Foundation Friday. The dedication and covenant of silent unity was signed on December 7th, 1892 by Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, founders of the Unity movement. It is unlikely when they signed this covenant that they had any idea how far-reaching unity would be as it evolved into the church we know and love today. We invite you to join us as we explore and share some of the original ideas, teachings, and writings of the men and women who created the foundation of the Unity Church.
There, we're so glad you joined us for our foundation program today. Before we get started, I'd like to welcome our new subscribers. Thank you for being a subscriber if you are one, and if not, you are welcome to become one. Today, for our Foundation Friday program, we're going back in time to the teachings of Lowell Fillmore. Lowell was the oldest son of Unity co-founders Charles and Myrtle Fillmore. As is his tradition in the lessons that we share, at the end there's going to be 7 different affirmations. I'll say them and leave space in between them in case you want to stop the video and write those down as we're working on today's lesson. Today's lesson is called Let Something Good Be Said. Here we go. Remember that God needs your cooperation. His love and His power must find an outlet through the thoughts, words, and deeds of men. Men's prayers establish contact between God's infinite supply and their finite needs. God's creations are in the realm of spirit, and all are good and perfect. It's man's job to translate these good potentialities into usable form. We can train our thoughts so that they will promote God's original plan in the earth. Since God pronounced everything good that He made, should we not cooperate by also calling things good? Many of us have formed the uncooperative habit of criticizing things in general. If something displeases us, we blame someone for it. We are very unjust sometimes in our criticisms of other people. We cannot promote ourselves by depreciating others. A good reputation is made of good things done, not by pointing out mistakes. A good life is made of good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. Good thoughts and good words produce good experiences. It is therefore never wise to criticize anybody. Choosing to speak of a man's negative points rather than his good ones proves that the speaker needs to cultivate a little more ability to express God's goodness in his words. If an apple picker were to select wormy, rotten fruit instead of fine, perfect apples, his services would not be acceptable. Neither is the gathering of wormy, rotten data pleasing to God. Life is filled with what we choose to put into it. As the years unroll before us, we are writing upon the scroll of our life's history the things that we select. God has provided an abundance of good things to choose from. Why not record the best? Make a good, successful book of life. Every time you point out some good quality in a person, you encourage him, and at the same time, you add a little bit of heaven to your own life. A silent blessing or a spoken word of praise or thanks will often mean a great deal to a worried man and will promote God's plan on earth. When you bless someone silently or aloud, something inside you will rejoice and you will receive the divine commendation. Well done, good and faithful servant. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. You will never regret having said something good about anyone, whether he fully deserves it or not. But you may often be sorry afterwards if you said something critical. Today, many harsh criticisms are being made concerning the work of our various public officials. Some of us feel at times that we could do a much better job if we had the opportunity. It is easy to pick flaws in other fellows' work, and even though some criticisms are warranted, a grumbling, negative undercurrent of criticism sends a sour note in the national symphony. Offering constructive suggestions and criticisms as proper and is in accord with our democracy. But being a chronic picker is not. I love his crazy little phrases. Praising that which is good increases our good. A negatively critical attitude should be avoided because it destroys friendly relationships. Fault finding also lowers the national standard of goodwill. The men who shoulder the official responsibilities of our nation need our encouragement and not our criticism. They need our prayers and best thoughts. If a man in authority makes a mistake or seems to lack foresight, then surely he needs good affirmations and our prayers. He needs a boost, not a setback. We who know the value of a silent blessing can help him to do his work more effectively and more joyously. We can affirm that he is being guided by infinite wisdom and that he is under no word of condemnation. We who understand the power of thought, that we are misusing God's law when we speak evil of anyone. Our country needs every good thought, word, and deed that we can give it. Let us bless our public servants and strengthen their hearts and hands by praising them in God's name. It would give a nation a great lift if everybody would form the habit of blessing every public official and every person who is trying to help bring peace to the world. Let us bless our public servants sincerely, even when they may seem to fall short of our expectations. Blessings often have the power to turn mistakes into something good. I have seen good results grow out of mistakes when they were blessed and mentally placed in divine hands. Why not cooperate daily in spirit and in truth with the power of God, thus helping it to find perfect expression in all departments of our government? We can have a definite part in improving the affairs of our land by sending thoughts of love, courage, and success to our leaders. Here, perhaps, is a man in a new job trying honestly to administer justice, and he is at his wits' end to know what to do in a certain case. He needs our prayers, not prayers that he shall do something we think is right, but that he shall have the inspiration of the Almighty and be given the courage of his inner Christ conviction to do what is right. We can back him up in spirit as we figuratively pat him on the back with a silent blessing and a friendly thought. Let us be more often in agreement and criticize less. In this way, we shall cooperate a little more fully with God's plan and speed up the coming of his kingdom on earth. Okay, as I was reading that, I was thinking how incredibly appropriate it is for our political feelings in government today. To think that even in the early 1900s, these same feelings and issues were in our hearts and in our minds. Here are our suggestions for daily meditation. I've got 7 of them. Here we go. 1. God the good is omnipresent and everlasting. All people are destined eventually to manifest his glory. 2. I am good. 3. I find God's goodness being manifested everywhere in everything. 4. I rejoice and give thanks because I feel the life of God revitalizing my mortal body. 5. I thankfully choose to speak of men's good deeds. 6. God is blessing all those who are serving their country as public officials. I see them as emissaries of God. And here's the last one, number 7. There are no mistakes in God's plan. What man spoils, God redeems. Oh, that might be my favorite. Okay, there you have it. Wisdom for today drawn from the past. Thank you for joining us. Before we go, please know you matter. You are sacred, and you are so, so very loved. Namaste.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.